Ayan, nagre-recording tayo. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan and welcome once again sa aking YouTube channel. This is Princess Yiga, also known as Tindera sa Africa, and um, I wanted to make this content earlier kasi para mas diretso yung kwento natin ba, no? Pero sobra akong na-busy sa bentahan ng alahas ngayong araw, 18 karat Saudi gold, at ang dami nating customer na bumili, so hindi ako masyado nagkaroon ng oras. But here I am, nasa loob ako ng kotse kasi ang mga bata ay nanonood ng TV, and time check natin alas 5. Ayun. For this second episode, part 2 natin, I wanted to talk about some few things. And I cannot help guys, if nakikita nyo na masaya ako, gano'n, I cannot help but smile. Kasi for me, everything is starting to get funny. Nakakatawa na siya, it is absurd, to the point na it is already absurd, it is already ridiculous, and talagang it's over the rainbow, gano'n na siya. Ayan. So before I start, kasi ngayon, ang gusto kong sa inyo is yung 4th year or yung huling year sa Uganda, no? Not actually the last year, but the last June, July, August. Again, natapos yung kulong issue ko ng May 27th. So I was able to prepare na ng katapusan ng May, which is June, July, August, and then lumipad na kami ng September. So sa 3 months na yan to 4 months, mid of September, I believe, madami na kaming nagawa nun as our last time namin sa Uganda ng mga anak ko. Okay? So basically, in this next episode, part 2 natin, I wanted to talk about etong fact, no? Kayo na bahala humusga, guys. Hindi na ako magsabi. I just want to talk about pagmaltrato sa katulong. Ito yung ating topic ngayong araw. So, minaltrato ang katulong, masama yung pakikitungo. Imagine, we are talking about 4 years, okay? 4 na taon sa bansa nila, okay? Ang claim is, kung lumabas man na minaltrato or whatnot, it doesn't make sense eh. I mean, you can only lie up to some point. You can only lie up to some extent. But that lie is not going to make sense anymore. And if people are really going to use their thinking skills, their brain cells, they will actually find out. Except for those, they will actually understand, no? But except for those people who are born or who were raised or who grew up with crab mentality, those ones are already close-minded. In short, close-minded meaning as long as it's about your downfall, they will support that. But if it is about your success, if it is about your good, if it is about your wins, the crab minded people will never be happy. All right? So the last June, July, August, September, last na 4 na buwan namin sa Uganda. Now, for 3 years, by the way, you guys, again, from time to time, i-check natin, ha? Okay, ayan. Sana clear, no? So, for the last 3 years, imagine every time na umuwi si Auntie Christine, which is 1 month, umuwi siya sa kanilang probinsya. Auntie Christine always goes back home every Christmas. Sa 3 buwan na yan, guys. Sa 3 taon na yan, guys. Okay? Kahit dun sa last na uwi sa probinsya, nunca at never ko chinek ang bag ni Auntie Christine. Never. Bakit hindi ko chinecheck? Una sa lahat, hindi ako yung parang maraming experience pagdating sa katulong or sa kasambahay, okay? Hindi ako nag-iisip ng ganyan klase na kukuha ka ng gamit na hindi sa'yo. Kasi it is a very, very basic manners that you don't touch what is not yours. That's very basic. And for me, I do believe na kapag naggalaw ka ng bagay na hindi sa'yo, you're going to pay it somehow in some other way, no? It will be it will cost you something. Ganun ang iniisip ko. So for 3-4 years nakasama ko si Auntie Christine, and Auntie Christine knows that. And sometimes, no, by the way, if Auntie Christine is going to watch this, I just want to look in her eyes and ask her, how can you lie, Auntie? How can you tell people those things? How can you look at, I just don't understand, Auntie Christine, how can you look at people straight in public while you are lying, and at the same time you are also saying God's name? How do you manage? How do you do that? Maano talaga ako sa kanya, guys, kay grabe talaga. Grabe, no? Okay, let me not go back. Let me not go forward muna, no? Let's just go back. I'm just curious, eh. How do you do those things? Na alam niya sa sarili niya na lahat ng nilalabas niya sa bunganga niya, puros walang katotohanan, puros tinahitahi niya lang. Tapos at the same time, she's also using God's name. I don't understand. I just don't. Hindi ako guys, no? Hindi ako religious, hindi ako churchgoer, pero hindi ko maintindihan yung level ng kanyang ng utak niya ba, no? Another thing is, merong nagsabi, ma'am, si Auntie Christine ba merong negosyo sa Uganda? Auntie Christine doesn't know business. She doesn't have any business when we met her. And in the course that we've been together in Uganda for 4 years, she did not or doesn't have any small business. Small or anong klaseng negosyo na maliliit or online, wala po. If there was a business in their family, ito yung maliit na sari-sari store na nasali sa vlog ko nung pumunta kami sa bahay nila Auntie Christine. When that time that I already informed their parents that Auntie Christine wanted to come with us to the Philippines. And then I wanted to say goodbye to them for the last time, no, bago kami umuwi. So yun. So wala siyang negosyo. So let's just go back. By the time na 4th year, I already hired, by the way, nakwento ko sa last episode natin, na huling na-hire ko ay si Joseph nga. So basically si Joseph nakapagtrabaho sa akin ng 5 months or 4 months, and then si Timothy around 6 months. And during that time, kasama ko nauna ko nakilala si Maring Sara. She's already doing YouTube that time. Si Joseph nag-YouTube na din, and then si Timothy nagka-interest din at nag-YouTube na din. All of them, Joseph and Timothy are paid their salary, plus they are allowed to make content, basta hindi lang nila maapektuhan yung oras ng trabaho. For example, kay Timothy, if he's driving the children, I expect him to drive the children properly, and he's not on his phone. Kay Joseph naman, if he needs to be there and guide me when we are making content, he needs to be there. He needs to be physically and mentally present. He can do his content on his personal time, like pagtapos na yung trabaho niya. And Joseph knows that. Now, if you're going to ask me why I taught them YouTube, it's, guys, looking for a job in Uganda ay sobrang hirap. Sobrang hirap. And if you can find a job in Uganda, the salary is very low. And sometimes, hindi lang yun ang problema, no? When you get that job, plus the salary na mababa, yung chance na mag-survive ka, sobrang hirap. Kasi mababa yung sahod, magbabayad ka pa ng renta, bibili ka ng pagkain mo, pamasahe mo pa, magsusuporta ka pa sa pamilya ninyo. Kasi nga, it is, parang yung kultura nila, parang Asian culture, parang Filipino culture na nagsusupport sa family. So, I do understand na for me, if I ever left Uganda, I wanted to leave something kay Timothy and Joseph na talagang matutuwa sila. We also gifted Joseph. Someone actually gifted Joseph, and I made a vlog about this. If you guys can remember, merong nagregalo na mga kaibigan sa UK ng passport ni Joseph. And we said thank you, and Joseph knows that, and there was a vlog about when I pranked Joseph while we were outside of the Department of Foreign Affairs in Kampala. Nasabi ko sa kanya kailangan niyang pumunta, and then right there, sinurpresa ko siya na siya pala ay papasok sa loob at kukuha ng kanyang passport. Express. We are talking about 600,000 Ugandan shillings na passport, guys, na regalo sa kanya ng isang kaibigan ko sa UK during that time. We are very grateful, no? And then, nakunan din si Joseph ng yellow vaccine certificate. Nakunan din siya ng mga card na kailangan pag-travel. So, okay na. Goods na si Joseph. Meron na siyang ATM, meron na siyang YouTube, meron na siyang monetize na siya sa YouTube. And then, ano pa ba? He was also given the passport. So, lahat ng opportunity na yon and milestone, we were able to achieve para kay Joseph. And nakita nyo yan. Like I said, you cannot deny these things kasi my life in Uganda is documented. So, by that time, Timothy also entered vlogging. So, kapag nagsasama-sama kami sa bahay, for example, kumakain kami together ng lunch, nasa bahay lang kami. Pag nagsama-sama kami, yung topic namin is yung excitement at yung happiness namin sa YouTube. And nagkataon na si Auntie Christine para siyang hindi makarelate kasi hindi naman siya nag-YouTube that time. Si Auntie kasi for 4 years, meron siyang sariling space and I don't cross that space. If she wants to keep quiet, she keeps quiet. Wala kami sa level ni Auntie ng 4 years, wala kami sa level kung saan we talk a lot together. Kasi nga ako din ay busy sa pagiging nanay, ako din busy sa maliliit na negosyo. Pero what I know is she is, treated well and treated fairly as you can see in the next part na tong episode na to. So on the 4 years pagkalabas nila 4 months na yon, pagkalabas nila ating Wilbert Tolentino ng Uganda, we planned a travel. Ito yung travel namin sa ilalabas ko yung mga picture sa Rwanda. Maganda kasi yung klaro, no? Auntie Christine chose to lie in public and fabricate things in public about me and my family. I'm going to show you guys what kind of life Auntie Christine had with us. And it's okay, people will tell me, why do you have to talk about her? Now people will want to watch. That's okay with me. That's not a bad thing. You can do what you want. You are already adults. You are entitled to your own actions. It's up to you. What I'm trying to show you, kasi she made us a fabricated story that she was not treated fairly. So let us go back. If she was not treated fairly for 4 years, she should have left. Umalis na sana siya sa amin, ng pamilya ko. Sana ay lumabas na siya kasi nasa bansa nila. Ano ba naman yung pumunta siya sa police station para ipakulong ako kung she was not treated fairly, 'di ba? So let me just go back. Ayan, dito tayo. That was April. Ipapakita ko yung pictures. Ayan. This is a video of Auntie getting guavas sa bahay ni Maring Sara. Kumukuha siya ng bayabas niyan. We went for a play date together with the children. Okay. I will show you another photo kasi after that, we decided to enjoy para siyang tawag nito, water theme park. And during that time, single mother na ako and ako pa rin yung nakatoka sa mga bata. So kung saan kami pumunta, nandyan si Auntie. So look at Auntie Christine, ayan. Ipapakita ko sa inyo guys itong mga pictures na to I-flash natin dito sa gilid because this is not a bad thing, no? I'm going to show you how she was before. Because it just started actually pagtungtong niya ng Uganda nung pinauwi ko na siya ng Uganda. Doon nagsimula lahat ng kasinungalingan. So I was still pregnant earlier with Mayumi and Chico was still very young. And this is Auntie Christine's face. Ipa-flash ko siya sa gilid nitong ating camera para makita ninyo. At the same time, I have to check kung gumagana ba lahat ang ating microphone. Yes, and ang ating camera. Ayun. So if makikita ninyo guys, that's the face. What kind of face is that? Auntie Christine, what kind of face is that? Isn't that a happy face? Isn't that a face of being at peace with me and my children? Imagine ako lang yung kasama niya na adult. Ganyan ba ang magiging itsura niya if she was maltreated with me? Auntie Christine's family, they are updated and they have my contact number. Even the mother and the father of Auntie Christine, they can contact me anytime. They know what is the situation of Auntie Christine with my family. Maybe that's the reason why the mom and dad of Auntie Christine did not appear with these videos that she made na she was fabricating lies at talagang siniraan ako at ang pamilya ko ng bonggang-bongga sa pamamagitan ng pagsisinungaling, because she knows the mother and father of Auntie Christine, they are nice people. They are very nice people. Very motherly and very fatherly, by the way, you guys. Kaya hindi niya madamay-damay yung mama at papa niya. Kasi alam ng mama at papa niya na she was treated nicely, fairly, very well compared to others na nagtatrabaho sa ibang pamilya. Okay? So, ayan si Auntie. And makikita nyo guys, buntis po ako. Ayan, buntis po ako kay Mayumi during this time. But I'm very hands-on mother. And like I said, these things I cannot just claim in front of you. You've been watching my life ever since na nag-start akong mag-vlog sa Uganda. You know na kahit buntis ako, hands-on ako sa mga anak ko. Kahit andyan si Auntie Christine, hands-on ako sa bahay. You see me cleaning my own house. Wala akong maitago sa inyo guys. I cannot hide from you anything. And I cannot make things, no? I cannot make things up. Because we're talking about 4 years ago. The life 4 years together. And my phone, both of my phones, marami siyang pictures and videos dito. Alright? So ngayon, after we spent time together sa tawag na to sa theme park, we also traveled. Nag-travel naman kami together, papunta naman ng West. So, nung pumunta kami sa West, meron akong invitation sa isang Filipino resort doon. So, I traveled with Auntie para ma-experience niya. Imagine during this time, I was with my driver. Okay. So, tingnan niyo si Auntie, guys. I'm going to flash photos of her. Ayan, tingnan niyo. The dress, dala ko yung dress na yan galing sa Jensen, regalo sa kanya ni Madam Ten Gives. A very nice dress and she really loved that dress and she was so happy nung natanggap niya yung dress na yan. At lagi pa nga siyang gino-joke during that time na, hala, parang ikaw na yung madam, tapos si Princess Yiga na yung parang ano mo, muchachay mo, kay pati mo naman ang itsura, yan yung itsura ko dyan. Oh, ganyan ang itsura nating mga Princess Yiga, guys. Makatawa talaga ako guys, pasensya na talaga. Okay, so pumunta kami sa isang resort and then we traveled to the West. Kasama ko na si Joseph during this time. Kasi si Joseph, ang role niya is to assist nga and assist me and the children at the same time. Imagine guys nandyan din si Joseph. Nandyan din si Joseph, nandyan din si Timothy, at nandyan din siya. But I gave her that time to enjoy. I wanted her to enjoy things na hindi naman niya na-enjoy before niya kami nakilala. So kapag travel talaga, meron talaga yan siyang pictures, meron talaga yan siyang videos. Kasi during that time, yung cellphone niya is yung Android pa na gamit niya. And of course, if gusto niya mag-share sa family niya ng pictures, maganda naman talaga kapag maganda yung kuha, di ba? So minsan talaga kinukunan ko siya sa phone ko para mas share ko sa kanya and then ma-share niya sa family niya. Lagi kong ino-offer. So eto, meron kaming pinuntahan. Ayan, oh. Kita niyo siya diyan. Oh, 'di ba? Oh, 'di ba? Napakaganda. Napakaganda, Auntie Christine talaga niyan. Ayan, wag ka ganyan lay, bad yan lalay. Okay? And then from there, we also visited na ang dami namin pinuntahan guys, nag-road trip talaga kami, as in road trip sa road trip. Nag-experience kami ng mga lugar, imagine hindi nila to na-experience sa buong buhay nila. Lahat ng pinuntahan namin na to, 4 months before we left Uganda, hindi to na-experience ni Auntie Christine sa buong buhay niya. So, taga doon siya sa Uganda. So, nag-experience din kami ng yung parang hot spring na kailangan magluto ng itlog. And talagang nagawa din ni Auntie Christine yung activity na yan. We also visited a local community malapit sa lugar nila Joseph kasi nandun kami sa west kung saan nakatira si Joseph. Si Auntie Christine kasi from the north. Si Timothy naman tsaka si Sarah from the center, which is the Kampala. Okay. So, we went there, we visited Joseph's family. Ayan, makikita yun yung picture. Kasama namin ang family ni Joseph. I have all the photos and videos on my phone, you guys. Kasi I did not want to delete them. Lagi ko siyang tinitingnan. So, looking at it, it makes me actually feel sad kung bakit ganun ang nangyari, no? Auntie Christine, why did you become like that? Okay, why did you choose to become an evil. Sorry for the word, but that's what really happened. Sometimes I don't understand, no, people can fight, people can actually say bad things or feel bad about a person, but lying and fabricating statements and making things up just so you can destroy me in public. I just don't get that, Auntie Christine. I just don't get it. I just don't. And here's the photo of Auntie Christine, guys. Ayan, oh, 'di ba? Napakaganda. Napaka on point ang damit. Talagang meron talaga 'yan siyang malinis talaga ang kuko niya kasi pinapasalon ko din 'yan siya. And then pag bago kami mag-alis, magpaalam niya siya, magpasalon siya ng hair, go. Ganon. And then we had our last moments, no? We had our last moments together. Kasi pumunta ako ng UK, kailangan kong gamitin yung UK visa ko that time para hindi siya masayang. So I went to UK. I was pregnant with Mayumi. I believe I was like 4 months or 4 months or 3 months. August, September, October, November, December, January. January. Yes, I was around 4 months with Mayumi when I went to UK. So, nung pumunta ako ng UK, of course, ng mga time na yan, wala na si Muhammad Ali at saka si Kuya Nasri sa bahay. They were already back kasama yung nanay nila talaga or yung nag-aalaga sa kanila. So, si Auntie, ang ginabantayan niya na lang that time sa bahay, si Chico, si Kahil, at saka si, si Calby. Kahil was also preparing to leave us kasi lilipad na din siya that time papuntang Thailand. If you guys can remember, he also left and he flew alone from Uganda to Thailand to join his dad. 'Di ba? So, nung bumalik ako from UK, fast forward, ang dami nating dito. Bumalik kami from UK, fast forward, nagsabi ako ng sana ma-experience din ni Auntie yung fine dining, no? Fine dining restaurant. So, sabi ko, Auntie, kain tayo sa labas, fine dining tayo. So, yan ang itsura ng Auntie nyo, guys. Oh, yan. Oh, diba? Oh. Saan ka dyan? Yan ba ang mukha na biglaan sa after 4 years or 6 years together, biglang lalabas sa YouTube channel niya na puros paninira tungkol sa akin, plus ang pamilya ko na simulat sa pool, umuwi ako ng Pilipinas, guys, hindi nakakalimutan bigyan si Auntie Christine ng pasalubong, mapadamit, mapalipstick, mapabag, kahit ano, Auntie Christine, and I'm okay. I am proud of my family for having such very, alam niyo yun, big heart, yung mahilig mag-share. Kasi alam ng pamilya ko, guys, galing din kami sa walang-wala, as in walang-wala. Nagakuha lang kami ng extra pagkain sa bahay na gusto magbigay. Nagakuha lang kami ng mga extra gamit, bag, at saka sapatos namin, yung mga patapon na ng mga kapitbahay. Kasi 8 kami walang trabaho maayos yung tatay namin. Si mama tindera lang sa eskwelahan, sa kantin. Hindi talaga kaya. So we know the feeling, no? All of these things, we became like this kasi alam namin yung pakiramdam. And we wanted other people also to have the first time ba? Yung ganun good na feeling. And by the way, a big shout out. I know Filipinos have a huge heart. We Filipinos are mahilig tayo mag-share. Madali tayong maawa, madali tayong mahabag. And that's a good thing about Filipinos. But sometimes it is being taken advantage. So later on, we're going to talk about that. Ayan. So ang pinaka-last namin na trip, nag-trip pa kami together hindi ko nasabi sa inyo, no? But we had our international trip, by the way. Pumunta kami ng Rwanda. Hindi pa kami naghiwalay noon. Hindi pa kami naghiwalay noon ng aking asawa that time. Pumunta kami ng Rwanda, pagkaalis nila, Wilber Tolentino. Nagpunta kami ng Rwanda. That was her second international travel. We went to Rwanda by bus. And Auntie Christine was also there. I'm going to share with you guys some of her photos. Ayan, na magkasama kami sa Rwanda. Very happy, guys. Sobrang saya niya kasi second na bansa na napuntahan niya. Auntie Christine was already, how old? 30 plus during that time. I was 33 and she was 36. At sa buong buhay niya, hindi pa po siya nagkaroon ng passport. Hindi pa siya nakapunta sa mga local tourist spots ng Uganda. Hindi siya nakatravel international. Pero nang nag-start siya sa amin for 4 years, she was able to experience a lot of things. Hindi lang sa, masaya din kami. We feel humbled that we were able to share such kind of blessing kahit hindi naman kami mayaman. So pagpunta namin ng Rwanda, masaya siya, nakita namin yung mga history ng Rwanda, yung museum ng Rwanda, dun sa kanilang genocide, yung maraming namatay, pumunta kami doon. It was an amazing experience, you guys. Then the last travel na we did was the travel na sa bahay ni Auntie Christine. Ito na yung pagpapaalam namin. And by this time, by the way, nung naglibot-libot na kami sa west, sa part nila Joseph, pumunta na kami dun sa mga cacao area, pumunta na kami dun sa hot spring. This was already the time na nagva-vlog na si Auntie sa YouTube. So the question is, why did I teach Auntie Christine YouTube? Maraming nagtanong sa akin, Madam, bakit mo pa kasi tinuruan mag-YouTube channel yan? Bakit mo pa kasi ginawan ng channel? Tinuruan mo mag-edit? Inintroduce mo sa public? Nagkaroon ng 1,000 subscriber? Na monetize? Naging 10,000 nung promote ko siya ulit? Naging 20,000 nung promote ko naman siya ulit? Naging 35,000 nung promote ko naman siya ulit. But the biggest question is, ang tanong sa akin ng kapwa ko Pilipino at yung mga nakasubaybay sa akin, Madam, bakit mo tinuruan? No, I'm going to tell you guys kung bakit ko siya tinuruan. Okay? Ayan, dyan tayo sa, bakit ko nga ba siya medyo palubat na siya? Sure tayo, ayan, lowbat na. O yun, naka-red na siya. So, bakit ko nga ba siya tinuruan mag-vlog? Ilang minutes na ba tayo? Ayokong mag-overtime tayo kasi mahirap siya 29 or 26. So, bakit ko siya tinuruan mag-vlog? Well, Auntie Christine, nakita niya na nag-uusap kami about vlogging, about YouTube. Hindi ko nakita hindi ko na foresee na naiinggit na siya during that time kasi nga hindi siya nakaka-relate sa amin. So ngayon, maya-maya nag-joke na yung grupo, 'di ba? Gumawa kami ng kanta. Si Joseph tsaka si Timothy. And Joseph, Timothy, big shout out to you guys. I know that a lot of people are trying to make you also talk badly about me, but you stood your ground. Joseph sent me a message, by the way. Big shout out to Joseph for being grateful. He's young but he's very grateful, no? I actually messaged him. I told him, good thing you were not you were not really pulled by these people. And then Joseph told me a very nice response. I'm going to flash his response here. Ayan. He's young but he has a lot of potential as long as he knows his direction. I see a lot of potential with Joseph. For Timothy, he's quite mature, so he has to make his own decision na. It's unlike Joseph. Joseph was just 21. But si Timothy kasi mature na talaga eh. I believe nasa late 30s na si Timothy nung nagkita kami, nung nagkakilala kami. So now, somehow nag-joke na yung grupo, no? Sabi ng grupo, Auntie Christine, you should also start doing this vlog. And then tumawa siya, and then pinasok niya yung kanyang linya na, yeah, why not? Na, princess, please allow me also to vlog. Gumanon siya. Please also teach me how to vlog. Please teach me also how to do YouTube. So my family can also see what I do here. Sabi niya sa akin ng ganon. Okay? Now, meron ako nakitang comment. Mag-break muna tayo dyan. May nakita akong nag-comment, no? Pero ito mga comment nakakatawa kasi nga hindi lang they do things, they believe they can tell things na doesn't make sense. They said yung kanta na binuo ni Timothy, ni Joseph tsaka yung sa akin na wala daw akong ambag doon. You guys, you can actually talk all you want. It's okay. I don't have to prove anything to you. If you are close-minded, if you don't want to listen to the facts, it's okay with me. What I'm trying to show you guys are the real deal, the real world, the real people. So I hope it helps you and you get your lesson from my mistakes. That's what I'm trying to communicate. And so, by that time, nagpaalam siya sa akin. So, nung nagpaalam siya sa akin, sabi niya sa akin, can I also vlog? Please teach me also how to vlog. So, tinuruan ko si Auntie Christine mag-YouTube channel kasi guys, alam ko na aalis na kami ng Uganda. And during that time, that was already, last ko na kasi na desisyon na isama si Auntie kasi talagang nagmakaawa siya. She begged me if she can go with us dito sa Pilipinas.
Si Auntie Christine, she's already an adult. You cannot pull someone to come with you, to drag someone if they don't want. Guys, hindi po siya bata. Okay? She begged if she can come with us kasi alam niya ang buhay sa Uganda. Ang hirap ng buhay sa Uganda talaga, guys. Alam ko marami sa inyo nung nag-follow sa kwento ng buhay ko kasi nakita niyo, bakit ba kasi siya nandyan? Pakahirap siya. Mahirap na nga yung bansa namin. Nagpakahirap pa talaga siya sa Africa, sa Uganda. Ganun, guys, no? But what I'm trying to say is, alam ko ang mangyayari, posibleng mangyari kay Auntie Christine kung umalis kami ng Uganda at mawawalan siya ng amo. Unang-una, babalik siya sa zero, maghahanap siya ng amo. Yung amo na makikita niya, kung hindi foreigner, ay lokal. Kung lokal yung makikita niya, alam niya kung anong papasukin niya. I don't want to talk, I don't want to say anything. Again, it depends on the employer, no? But she knows what she's going to, what's going to happen. If foreigner naman, ganun din. We don't know people. But for us, she's with us for 4 years. So if she works with another family, you won't know what's going to happen. Another thing is, if hindi naman siya magtatrabaho, guys, dun na lang talaga siya sa kanilang probinsya. Magtanim ng mais, mag-harvest ng millet, magtanim at mag-harvest basically, kasi wala naman talagang trabaho doon na offer. At saka wala ding ibang source of income, wala din silang negosyo. And so sabi ko sa kanya, okay, sige, tuturuan kita, Auntie, kasi I want you to be able to finance yourself at meron kang source of income pag wala na kami dito. Pag wala na kami dito sa Uganda. Yes. So ngayon, sabi ko sa kanya, okay lang. So nagtanong siya sa akin, nagtanong ako sa kanya, anong topic mo? Anong magiging topic mo? And then she answered me, she wants to do cooking. Then naisip ko, wala, parang na-learn ko yung pagkain na word. Ano nga yun? Sabi ko, Tulye Mele. So basically, Tulye Mele na pangalan ay nasa akin po nang galing talaga. Kasi I was learning how to speak Luganda during that time. And Tulye Mele is one of the words that I first learned, which actually means, come, let's eat. So she said, that's very good kasi cooking yung gusto niyang content. And so we have decided. Then tuloy-tuloy na yon, nirecommend na namin siya, pinomote na namin siya, pinomote ni Maring Sara, pinomote ni Timothy, pinomote ni Joseph. We promoted, they promoted each other, which is very good. And I also promoted them. You guys knew that. So pinomote ko siya hanggang sa na-monetize siya, guys. And everyone was so happy. Sobrang saya ng pamilya ni Auntie Christine unang-una. Sobrang saya ni Auntie Christine during that time. Na finally, YouTuber na siya. O, di ba? Ang sarap sa feeling niya nung araw na yun. YouTuber na siya. Tuwang-tuwa siya kasi 1,000 na subscriber niya. Na-monetize na siya. So, talagang nag-celebrate ang lahat. Nag-celebrate ang lahat. And we are talking about few weeks before we left Uganda for good. So agad-agad nung na-monetize siya, guys, agad-agad pinamaneho ko siya kay Timothy. I'm sure Timothy can still remember when I asked him to drive Auntie Christine to the nearest bank to process her ATM and bank para malink niya sa YouTube account niya. And also, I also asked Joseph, other than sa akin na nag-assist sa kanya paano mag-YouTube at paano mag-edit, anong app ang gagamitin, anong gagawin. Joseph was also there. And I know Joseph will also remember when I asked him, Joseph, please assist Auntie Christine in editing. Teach her what you know in editing. And I know Joseph knows this as well. And I know nakita niyo yan sa mga previous vlog ko. And then it started. Auntie Christine started vlogging, you guys. Nag-vlog na siya pag saan kami magpunta, yung west namin na tour. Nag-tour kami sa west kasama si Joseph, si Timothy. And then si Auntie Christine, nagsimula na siyang mag-vlog. That was when she started YouTube. Ayun. So, basically, the last weeks in Uganda was very busy. It was there's a lot of celebrations, a lot of milestones. And then, nag-ask sa akin si Auntie, nag-beg siya kung pwede ba talaga siyang sumama sa amin sa Pilipinas. Una, sabi ko hindi ko talaga kaya kasi yung natitira ko na pera na $2,000, pang allowance na lang namin ng mga anak ko yun as our start. Pero guys, itong puso natin na Pinoy, yan ang ginasabi ko sa inyo talaga. Ilagay nyo ng maayos, guys, habang hindi pa huli ang lahat. So sabi ko, Lord, naawa naman talaga ako sa kanya kasi wala talaga siyang mahita dito talaga pag naiwan siya sa Uganda. At least kahit konting panahon sa Pilipinas, makita niya lang man yung bansa namin. Guys, anong ginawa ng lola ninyo guys? Pagpunta ko ng, nagbook ako ng ticket, bumalik po ako para bumili ng ticket ni Auntie Christine. At during that time, they required me to buy a round trip ticket kasi tourist visa or pupunta siya dito sa bansa natin as tourist. Sabi ko para makita niya yung bansa, makalibot siya dito sa Pilipinas, makpuntahan niya yung mga local places, maintindihan niya yung kultura, makakain siya ng pagkain. At the same time, maka-YouTube ba, mabuild niya yung YouTube niya by sharing her experience dito sa bansa natin. So, I decided to get her the ticket. At yung value ng ticket that time, I cannot forget, nasa $2,000 guys, 100,000 pesos. 50 mil pa uwi, kasi Qatar yung ginamit namin, 50 mil pa balik. At nasayang na po yung pauwi niya na ticket that time. Kasi hindi niya na nagamit. Kasi nung time na magwa 1 month na siya, ayaw niyang umuwi naman din. Okay, so yan, we will have another tawag na to, another episode for that. But when I finally decided na dadalhin si Auntie, tuwang-tuwa ang buong team. Nakita ninyo na nag-celebrate kami together. Marami kaming sinelebrate. Nag-baby shower, na-find out namin na babae pala yung si Mayumi. Nag-celebrate kami, nag-goodbye despedida party kami. Nag-celebrate sila sa YouTube channel ni Auntie Christine. Nag-celebrate kami na sasama si Auntie Christine. I cannot forget yung salita ni Auntie Christine. Goodbye Uganda, I'm leaving Uganda. Ay! Ganun talaga yung happiness talaga no? And even yung kapatid ni Auntie Christine, they were also there. And I'll show you guys video clips and photos of how happy the moment was. Nung nalaman niya na pupunta na siya finally ng Pilipinas at iiwan niya yung bansang Uganda. So tuwang-tuwa din yung pamilya niya, no? And then, that one was already good. We started packing. Then we did our last trip sa bahay nila Auntie Christine para makapagpaalam siya ng maayos. Ang bahay namin sa bahay ni Auntie Christine, 8 to 10 hours kung walang stop. So pumunta kami sa bahay nila, nag-land trip kami. Pumunta kami sa probinsya nila. We stayed there, I believe, dalawang. So ngayon, we said our goodbyes na in-inform ko yung mga parents ni Auntie Christine na gusto ni Auntie Christine sumama and I am able to pay for one more ticket niya and I just want to let you know in person na ito ay desisyon ni Auntie Christine. And tinanong si Auntie ng buong pamilya niya and she confirmed na gusto niyang sumama sa Pilipinas. So sabi ko, hindi ko sigurado kung makakauwi siya agad. Meron naman siyang return ticket kung gusto niyang umuwi. Pero pag hindi nagamit yung return ticket, kailangan niya magintay kasi wala din akong pera, guys. I am also, alam niyo naman, single nanay tayo. Wala naman akong katuwang, no? Ako lang naman mag-isa. So sabi ko sa kanya, sabi ko sa pamilya nila, magpapaalam lang po kami ng maayos. Tuwang-tuwa naman at nagpasalamat naman yung pamilya ni Auntie Christine na kami ay nakapagpaalam ng maayos sa kanila. And in fact, on our last day, talagang nag-iyakan sila. Kasi nga, syempre, another lugar, abroad ang pupuntahan ni Auntie Christine. So talagang, it was such an amazing moment. Amazing moment. It was like a dream come true para kay Auntie Christine. At during that time, nag-vlog na din siya. Nag-start na siya mag-vlog. So far, okay naman, guys. Medyo nakitaan ko na si Auntie Christine that time na parang mas grabe na yung confidence niya compared before. Kasi, YouTuber na siya. Tapos, hinahayaan ko na siyang mag-edit. Hinahayaan ko na siyang gawin yung mga bagay na kailangan niya sa YouTube niya. I was very supportive. At the same time, she still paid. Walang bawas na kahit kahit mag-content siya. Kung may gusto siyang ilutuin or may nire-request siya na gusto niyang i-content, binibili ko din yung ingredients. Kasi alam ko, cooking yung content niya. So, that one is okay. I was happy. I found happiness knowing na they were able to do something from the things na naituro ko at na-share ko sa kanila. And I know some of you here, lalo na itong mga crab personality na mga tao, no, na sinusumbat. Yan ang problema kasi sa inyo eh. You wanted her. You just wanted Auntie Christine to speak lies. When I started talking On my side, ang tira nyo na naman, sinusumbat. Parang yung isa sabi sa akin, ikwento mo yung nakulong ka, wag ka magsinungaling na hindi ka nakulong, wag kang magsinungaling na hindi ka kinuha ng mga pulis. Ngayon naman na kwento ko, sumagot na naman sila, proud ka pa talaga na kinuha ka ng mga pulis. Sorry na lang talaga guys, no? But then that is the story kung bakit ko siya tinuruan mag-vlog. So 4 years, again, the biggest idea there is, sinong klase ng tao yung mamaltratuhin ka tapos ganyan ang itsura? Sinong klase ng tao ang mamaltratuhin ka, ganyan ang mga ngiti, ganyan ang mga sigaw, ganyan ang mga sound? May mga minaltrato ba na ganyan ang reaksyon? Grabe naman talaga kayo sa akin, guys ba? Oh? So anyway, I wanted to talk to you more. Tapusin ko na muna yan kasi ngayon ay may practice ang Miss Tomboy Pageant para ngayong Sunday namin na event. Meron kaming staff Christmas party. Staff ko, staff ni Ma'am Sheena at buong staff ni Madam Ten Gives magkakaroon ng Christmas party. So ako yung in charge sa Miss Tomboy. Kailangan namin mag-practice ngayon. So wala po akong oras na 5:46. Kailangan ko pang mag-drive sa location namin. And I guess I'll see you guys more on the next episode. Ayan. Sana ay natuwa kayo, no? At nakita nyo ang lahat-lahat dito. Excited ako mabasa naman yung mga comment ng all. Hayaan nyo yung mga utak talangka dyan na hindi nakikinig sa mga facts at gusto lang yung magputak-putak na nakapikit lang yung mata nila. Kasi that's why they are called crab, di ba? Kasi they just want to pull you down. They will not allow you to be somewhere else. You need to be where they are. Ganun yun. And they really do exist, you guys. Alright. So anyway, guys, I guess that's about it for today. Time check natin, 5:47. Ayan. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love, Princess Higa.